Hey guys, Brittany McMillan here with Run to Your Happy Place, and we are back with another Hump Day Hype. So I've been listening to my followers, I've been listening to your feedback, and I love it and I appreciate it. And one of the things that just keeps coming back over and over and over again is the fact that people need meal ideas. Healthy meals, simple meals, meals that you can make quick when you get home from work, things like that. So today's installment of Hump Day Hype, I am going to, you're like in my kitchen with me, I am going to cook. It's actually like kind of a no-cook thing, but I'm gonna show you how to make the Mexican street corn tostadas. Hey guys, I'm so glad you're here. So I'm going to show you really quick that first of all, this recipe is available on my blog. So this is what we're gonna make, guys. We are gonna make this, and it's super fast. So you don't even have to stay with me for like an hour because it's gonna happen super fast. But if you go to runtoyourhappyplace.com and you look at the recipes tab, you will find this there, okay? All right. It's gonna happen super fast. The first thing, I've got everything kind of prepped for us, but the first that I want you to see is I've got all my ingredients out and ready to go, and it's super simple, but we're gonna start with the can of refried beans. So, a can of refried beans, I bought vegetarian, but you can buy whichever brand you like. We're gonna get this on and warming up on the stove because that's gonna take the longest, honestly, of everything. Yeah, can you imagine warming up the beans is the longest thing that we're gonna do. So, my can is open. I'm not gonna cut myself on Facebook Live. Could you imagine? That would be terrible. Okay, so let me see if I can just prop you guys right here. Okay. And I need something to get these beans out. Hey guys, so I'm putting a can of refried vegetarian beans in here. The vegetarian, guys, means that there's no lard in it. So regular can of refried beans is gonna have lard in it. And it's a little bit thick when you put it in. I like my beans to be just a tad thinner, so you can do one of two things. You can add, and we're gonna do like medium to a medium low because beans will warm up really quick. You can add water to this, or you can add vegetable broth. I'm gonna peek really quick. I do, I have a little bit of vegetable broth in my fridge, so I'm gonna just add just a little, and I'm gonna stir that around so that it kind of goes into the beans. And that's gonna get warming up. Guys, right now I have some, I've got my oven preheating to 400. So that's happening also. Oh, you hear that go off? My oven is ready. So the oven is preheated. So what that means is since it's preheated, I'm gonna take the tortillas. Now, I bought these sprouted corn tortillas, guys. These are really good for a clean eating diet. They're also good if you have a gluten allergy. We were concerned that maybe Charlie was experiencing a gluten allergy, so we were experimenting with trying to remove gluten and finding things that didn't remove the flavor. So this has a couple ingredients: organic sprouted corn, filtered water, sea salt, and lime. That's it, right? And they're actually really, really good. You're probably like, yeah, but does it taste good? I think so. So for me, I'm eating alone tonight. I'm just gonna make 2 tostadas. This is the size, or the small kind. You can make tacos out of this, guys. You can make quesadillas with this. I mean, really, Mexican food, it's all the same thing, isn't it? Just kind of like folded differently. So you could do whatever you want with it, but I'm gonna make tostadas. So all I do is I throw these suckers on a lined pan. I'm gonna pop this into the oven. And that's gonna go while the beans are warming up, and while that's going, I'm making the topping, the corn topping. Guys, this is fast, I'm telling you, this is all so fast. So let's see, I think maybe I can prop you right here. Okay, cool. So I have already cut up 2 tablespoons of cilantro. I have diced up some purple or red onion, whatever you like to call it. I have a lime here on hand. I've got a can of corn. I get the no salt added so that I can control that. And I've got light mayonnaise. Guys, I know you're probably thinking like, oh, Britt, it's got mayonnaise in it. It's probably not good for me. It's not that much. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you're not eating that much mayonnaise. It's just to help make a little sauce. But if you are being really health conscious about the mayo, I'm sure Greek yogurt would work just fine. I've personally never tried it, but I bet you could do that. So I'm draining out the can right now. Look at me. I'm like one hand here, one hand there. I'm draining out the can of corn, putting it in the bowl. Guys, this is like, you're gonna be like, how fast was that? You have dinner ready already. Okay, I'm gonna put in the cilantro. I'm gonna put in my onion. This is like best weeknight meal ever, seriously. Okay, Now, those things are added. I'm gonna put that here. So you see everything's added to my bowl. Give it a little mix to kind of incorporate all this stuff together. Guys, you're not gonna cook this. So that's the best part. This topping doesn't get cooked at all. Are you like so excited about this right now? I'm pretty freaking excited. So you're not gonna cook this. It's gonna be a cold topping. Now, if you're like, or you have kids, if you or your kids or whatever, you want something warm, again, I'm certain that you could warm this and it would be super delicious. You could even add black beans to this mixture. You could add some diced avocado. Guys, knock your socks off with like whatever you do to it. The sky is the limit. But this is the base and it stays cold, okay? Hold on. We're gonna add some things to this. So we're gonna add chili powder to it, cayenne, salt, and pepper. Cayenne, salt, and pepper. Hey guys, so if you're joining us right now, I'm showing you a very quick weeknight meal that is on the blog. I've already got my tortillas going in the oven to get them nice and firmed up for tostadas. If you want to make this even faster, guys, they sell tostadas like already crispy. You could buy them like that. I prefer to crisp up, bake my own. Okay, so you're gonna do salt and pepper to taste. I bought the no salt added corn, so I'm gonna be a little liberal with that just because it's gonna need it. And then I don't mind a little bit of pepper. I think when I was growing up, my mom even said that I love pepper so much I would put it on ice cream. Not true, but you know, I really did love it so much that it really went on everything that I ate. So salt and pepper to taste, whatever you like. Now we're gonna go with a half teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I'm not gonna measure this out because I kind of can eyeball what I've used in the past. So there's my cayenne. And if you don't like hot stuff, guys, omit the cayenne. You don't have to do it. And this is gonna be 1 tablespoon of chili powder. Now chili powder, a tablespoon is like a palm amount, so I'm gonna basically go until I see that amount in my corn. Cool. All right, so I got my seasonings in here. Again, we've got cayenne, salt, pepper, chili powder, super easy. Next, I'm going to put in a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. I use a light mayo. You can use, again, if you don't want to do the mayo thing, I'm going to rinse this spoon really quick and just use that. If you don't want to do the mayo thing, Greek yogurt, guys, you could try. You could try a Greek yogurt base. If it's a dairy sort of thing, you can do like the vegan mayonnaise, I'm sure, if that's your thing. Oh, what am I doing? I just took the jar off. Okay, and put it back on. I need a 1/4 cup of that though, so that's not a ton. It's really not a ton. And again, I'm eyeballing because I make these so often that I just go for it. And then we're gonna do the juice of a full lime. So if your lime is not easily squeezable and you don't have one of those contraptions, which I do have a contraption. A couple tricks I like to do is put my lime in the microwave for a couple seconds. That'll help get the juices moving. You can roll it around. Another thing that I like to do is I'll take like my fork in the lime and give it a twist. That helps to get some of the remaining juices out too. All right, so there's my whole lime going in. Perfect. And guys, the beans are warming up on the stove right now. I'm just gonna mix this. Beans are warming up on the stove. The tortilla shells are crisping up in the oven. And by the time this is all stirred, dinner is done. That's it, guys, this is it. Now I end up making, I wanna say this makes about 8 servings, this 1 can of corn. So if you're like, okay, I have a family of however many, or I'm eating by myself, usually what I'll do is I'll have 2 and Charlie will have 2, and then we have enough for lunch the next day, 2 and 2. So it makes, so right now I'm only crisping up 2 tortillas, but if you're doing this for a big old family or you want to do for more people, you can crisp up more than that. 8, like I said, is kind of the serving here. And then this gets topped with feta cheese, but in preparation for this, or you could use cotija, but I don't love the texture of cotija cheese on my teeth. It's like squeaky, and I don't love that so much. So I steer away from that. But you could use, I use feta cheese, and it's really good. But as I was prepping all this, I realized that I had forgot to pick up more feta cheese at the grocery store. So I have just some regular shredded cheese. That works just fine, guys. No shame. Cheese is cheese. And cheese is why I can't go full on vegan, because I love cheese. Okay, I'm going to check out my tostadas. They're looking good. I'm gonna give them a little flip because you wanna get both sides going. So I'm giving them just a little flip. While that's flipped, I'm gonna clean a couple things up. And again, I like to make enough so that the next day we have lunch leftovers. That way I don't have to think when it comes to lunch. After dinner's over, I just put everything in Tupperware, have it ready in the fridge. In the morning, we pack our lunches and we're good. That helps save a ton of time. Plus, then you're saving money the next day. You're not spending money on your lunch, going out every day. And it's healthier that way, too. You know what you're eating. You know what you're fueling yourself with. Guys, honestly, sitting at Taco Bell drive-thru would be longer than what I just did. Seriously, right? Okay, give those beans a little stir. I'm gonna turn the beans off. And again, the beans are cooked, so you're not really cooking them, you're just heating them through. All right. Type, guys, that I love to like clean up as I go. I hate finishing dinner and the kitchen's like a disaster and it's blown up, and so I clean as I go. And guys, if you just didn't notice, if you missed that, I literally just cleaned everything up. So the kitchen's clean. I'm about ready to plate the meal, and you guys can see it for yourself. So I'm gonna turn the oven off, grab a plate here, and you guys can see how quickly and easily that comes together. Ooh, that is a hot oven. Yeah, that's hot. Sometimes, you know, when the oven like blasts you with heat. That just happened to me. So these are hot and crispy, okay? I crisped up the tortilla. I'm going to go ahead and take, hopefully you guys can see this right here. We're gonna go back over to the corn mixture in a second, so just bear with me. So we're gonna take a little scoop of the beans. And remember, I added some vegetable broth to the beans. Just a can of refried vegetarian beans. I added a little bit, just a splash, a couple splashes of vegetable broth. Did I say vegetable oil? I meant vegetable broth. But you could do water, chicken broth, whatever you have on hand, okay? It's just to thin it up just a little bit. And you could, even if you want, salt and pepper, season the beans too. I don't. Okay, so let's see here. There we go. We'll put it right here. So you've got your tostada that you just made, you've got your bean mixture that was warming on the oven, and then you've got your corn mixture that is not warmed up. It is a chilled mixture. And that goes over the top like so. If you're starving Marvin, you can put more. Guys, you could add chicken to this. Like, if you really want meat, you could add some steak to this if you wanted. I mean, really, the sky's the limit. It's so versatile. You can add and take away whatever your little heart desires. And then at the end, I sprinkle that with some cheese. It's in the fridge. I'm not going to take any more of your time. But guys, this is on the blog, and there's so many other recipes, and I'm so excited about this series, this Hump Day Hype, because it offers me an opportunity to get to know you guys and what you want from me. So fear not, reach out to me, let me know what you want to see on a future Hump Day Hype, and I'm going to bring that to you guys because I want you to start getting educated on how to eat well and stay on a budget and feel healthy and happy and good about yourself in the process, and not like break the bank and try to kill yourself in the kitchen either. That was super easy. I did it all for you guys on Facebook Live, and I'm just so thankful for you guys. If you have questions or comments or anything, drop them below. And if you're not catching this live, you're watching the replay, still post them below, and I'll be sure to follow up with you guys. Have a great night, guys.